Looking inside the stainless sensation, the most incredible story in automotive history by Alexx Michael.
You know, like, we talked about this before, like the painted rear logo.
Oh, when they infilled around the DeLorean lettering.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you get me on a sore subject. You see, originally, there was no logo on the rear at all.
Yeah.
It was a plain, flat, black bumper.
Yeah.
Natural color. That was the color of the polyurethane.
Yeah.
The black polyurethane that the rear bumper was molded from, and then the silver was painted on it. John made a decision very late that he wanted DeLorean to appear on the rear. Okay, in one hell of a hurry, I asked a guy called Silvano Corvash, who's Giugiaro's commercial guy, who was our main day-to-day contact in Ital Design, I gave him authority to design a logo and position it on the rear. Strangely enough, I need it, and I said, Silvano, I need it in a hell of a hurry. You know, I need it like yesterday.
Yeah.
Turned out that Ital Design didn't have any spare design capacity. So Silvano, the commercial guy, found a letter design, and he designed the DeLorean logo for the rear, and he decided where it should be located on the left-hand side of the bumper looking at the car. Now, that gave us a problem in as much that the tooling for the rear fascia had progressed to a point where the only way that that logo could be reproduced was not in the way in which the Porsche lettering appeared on the back of the 928, which is what we'd used as a sort of a reference, if you like, to it. It had to be, the tool would have to have material taken out of it. You couldn't add material onto it. Okay, so material was taken out of it, and that is why the logo is recessed, and why it's got, you know, that the oval area is recessed.
Yeah.
And then the lettering is the same height as the surface of the rear bumper. Okay, and that's what John went with, the black on black. But you know, we thought it was elegant.
Yeah.
We thought Peter and I and John all thought it was elegant, and that's how it was introduced into production, and that's how it lasted right up until late in, I would say, about October of 1981.
Yeah.
When somebody decided they wanted to highlight it. Okay, and I sat in a product policy meeting, of which I was a member. I forget who chaired it. I think it was probably Don Lander. Don Lander that chaired it. Don loved chairing meetings. I spent all day doing it, and I was outvoted. I was the only one who wanted to leave it as it was. So a design was produced for an adhesive transfer in silver that acted as an infill that would be applied into the recess so that the black lettering stood proud of the silver background.
Yeah.
That adhesive component got to the stage of being tooled, was ready to be introduced, but was never introduced because receivership took over.
Yeah.
So some people have applied silver to the letters themselves.
Yeah, the stainless letters.
The background.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I find it, to me, it's bling. I think it's utter bling.
No, because the first images that I know where the other logo showed up was on VIN 500, because there's even a video when it first car, or was it VIN 501, when it rolls out of the factory, it already has that the drawn outlines in it.
Well, we would have retrofitted any bumper that didn't have the logo for sure.
Yeah.
The only car, one or two cars did have the infill fitted. I mean, one or two were painted.
Yeah.
At the viewing at the product policy meeting was of a painted rear bumper, and dear old Joe Murray, the late Joe Murray,
yeah,
the factory, so the guy who painted the yellow lines on the factory floor, his proudest moment was doing those letters.
There was a man who had a dream. You see his name on the back of your car. Oh!